Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to take you with me to the gym and walk you through my entire booty workout. I'm going to include a lot of glute activation because I've been getting a lot of questions about what is glute activation, why do I need to do it, what are some movements, and how can I incorporate that into workouts. So I'm going to be walking you through my warm-up, my glute activation, and then the entire workout. I know on Instagram a lot of times I just have the workout and I don't really show what I do before to warm up. So I feel like that's super important to be able to explain and to show that before you start actually lifting anything, you need to make sure that your body is properly warmed up. And if you're really trying to build your peach, you have got to do glute activation. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, let's go sweat. Okay, you guys, I start off almost every single workout with either the StairMaster or the incline walk, as you saw in my previous video. For any leg day or lower body day or booty day, I always am on the StairMaster. The StairMaster engages every major muscle in your lower body. And this includes your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, and your calves. So all of those muscles will be used and working. So this is just a great way to warm up. Plus it helps keep your heart rate up. And with every step you take on the StairMaster, you are balancing, which really helps engage your core muscles for an all-around effective warm-up. So now we're moving on to glute activation exercises. So this first exercise that I'm showing you is banded side squat walks. These are my favorite to warm up with first. The key for this exercise is to be in a squat position, and as you have the resistance band right above your knees, you are going to be walking back and forth, and I do a total of 10 each way so that I have a balance on each leg. Up next are these banded side kicks. Using the resistance band really helps keep the tension focused on your glutes, and so I just am holding onto a wall to have a little bit better of a balance as I am kicking my leg out, and then I'm going to go straight into back kicks. I do 10 of each on each leg. It's really important to make sure that these are balanced, and then I'm doing the same exercises on each leg because you know you don't want a bigger butt cheek on one side than the other. Like I said earlier, glute activation exercises are seriously so important, especially if you want to build up your peach muscles. So glute activation is a series of warm-up exercises that help properly strengthen the muscles in your glutes, which just helps boost your ability to perform. So having this activation really just jump starts your glutes being activated and engaged throughout the entire workout, which is where you're gonna get the most effects. Up next are these squat walks. I walk forward and backwards 5 each, and I do that for a total of 20 reps. Once again, keeping the tension in my glutes and staying in this squat is helping activate the muscles, but it is a bit different because instead of going side to side, I'm going forward and backward. Last but not least, I call these banded frogs. I'm just sitting on the floor and I'm just gonna pull my knees in and out, and this is really gonna help focus on my butt, even on the outer butt, and you're gonna feel it, girl. If you are not burning by the end of this, that is 1 full set. I will go ahead and do that again and complete 3 full sets of this. Now that I am done with my warm-up and my glute activation, I am now going to stretch before I start my first set of squats. If you're like me, the last thing you want when you are working out is an injury. So stretching is so important. And this is just the order that I personally do it in. If you want to warm up, stretch, and then do your glute activation, you can do whatever you want, but I just find that it is so important to incorporate all 3 of these in before you start lifting. This just really helps prevent injuries. So the first exercise is Smith machine squats with a pause. This whole entire workout will be on a Smith machine, so this is super easy. You can just stay at one location, and this is beginner friendly so that you can just stay in your spot. You don't have to be super intimidated. You can be in your little bubble and you're gonna be okay. One of my favorite movements to always incorporate into my leg and booty days are squats. There's a lot of different varieties of squats, so the one I'm doing today is a squat with a pause at the bottom. So as I am going down, I'm holding it for a second before I am coming back up. When it comes to squats, your form is very important, and you want to make sure that you are having good form. So I stand a little bit wider than hip width apart. But with these, once again, as I'm going down, I am holding it for a second, and then on my way back up, I am squeezing to activate my glute. I did 4 sets of 8 reps. The second exercise in this workout is going to be Smith machine Bulgarian Split Squats. I am doing 8 per leg for 4 sets. And these are killer. Oh my gosh, if you can't see me struggling, Girl, let me tell you, I was struggling. So you're gonna wanna prop your back leg up on something, and you're gonna wanna make sure that your weight is in your front leg, and you really wanna make sure that your knee is not going over your toe. That can cause a lot of knee pain in the future, and that is just something that we want to avoid. Up next is Smith machine deadlifts. With this, you're going to want to keep your back as flat as possible, and as you are coming back up, you're really going to want to squeeze your butt. My feet are placed hip width apart, and I have one hand facing under and the other hand facing over. This is my preference for when it comes to deadlifts and how to hold my hands. But with this, you just want to stay solid. Make sure your back is flat so that you avoid that injury, and you're really going to feel this in your glutes and in your hamstrings. Up next is Smith machine hip thrusts. I actually have found that I love doing hip thrusts on Smith machines. It's so much easier to set up than to set up on just a free barbell. So I go ahead and I tuck a mat under the bar. I haven't bought myself one of those big barbell pads, but I intend to, especially after this. So I'm just using a mat to protect me from the bar so I don't get a lot of bruises. My feet are out and toes are pointed forward. I have a resistance band on to keep the tension in my glutes in so that they are strong and activated. And I did 4 sets of 10. And last but not least is my favorite. It is a body weight burnout. I absolutely love finishing most workout sessions on a body weight burnout. So I am just going to be doing 100 walking lunges. I'm just going to go back and forth on this turf until I get 100, and pretty much my glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves, everything is completely burnt out, and I can feel like I left everything at the gym. So that completes this workout. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and never forget to subscribe to my channel or follow me on Instagram. So I will see you all next time.